Have you ever noticed how talking about the weather can turn strangers into friends? In English, it's the key that unlocks every conversation. Whether you're waiting for a bus, meeting a new colleague, or just grabbing coffee, weather talk is everywhere. But did you know that mastering a few simple weather phrases can make you sound more fluent and confident in English? Today, you'll discover how to use weather to break the ice, connect with others, and start conversations that go beyond hello. We'll show you real-life examples, practical tips, and the exact words you need to join in, no matter where you are in the world. So, look outside your window. What's the weather like today? Get ready to join the conversation and level up your English. In today's episode, we have a full and exciting plan to help you master how to talk about the weather in English. We will start by building a strong foundation with some essential weather vocabulary. You will learn the words for all kinds of conditions, from a bright sunny day to a cold, snowy night. We will cover terms like cloudy, windy, rainy, and stormy, but also more specific words like chilly, humid, and freezing. Each new word will come with a clear explanation and an example sentence so you can understand exactly how to use it in a real conversation. This section will be perfect for your English listening practice. After we build our vocabulary, we will listen to a natural dialogue between two native English speakers. This is where you can hear the vocabulary in action. Our co-host Michael will be joining me for a chat about our plans for the weekend and how the weather might affect them. This is a fantastic opportunity to improve your listening skills and hear how these ESL weather expressions sound in a relaxed, everyday setting. We will make sure the conversation is easy to follow, and we will highlight the key phrases on the screen for you to see. Following the dialogue, we will test your understanding with a short listening comprehension quiz. This is a great way to check what you have learned and to make sure you caught the important details from the conversation. We will ask a few questions and give you some time to think about your answers before we reveal them. Then comes the most interactive part of our lesson, the English speaking practice. We will guide you through repeating full sentences and common questions, giving you the chance to practice your pronunciation and build your speaking confidence. Finally, we will end our lesson with some practical conversation tips for small talk. Talking about the weather is the ultimate icebreaker, and we will show you exactly how to use it to start a friendly chat with anyone. We will share some simple strategies for beginning a conversation, keeping it going, and ending it politely. By the end of this episode, you will not only know a lot of weather vocabulary, but you will also feel much more prepared to use it in your daily English conversations. So, let's begin our journey into the world of weather talk. Let's build your weather vocabulary with essential words you'll hear and use every day. The first word is sunny. When the sun is out and the sky is clear, we say it is a sunny day. Sometimes the sky is filled with clouds, and for this, we use the word cloudy. A cloudy day means there are many clouds covering the sun. This brings us to the word rainy. When water is falling from the sky, we describe the day as rainy. Instead of rain, you might get snowy weather. When it is snowy, white, frozen flakes of ice fall from the sky. These four words, sunny, cloudy, rainy, and snowy, are the absolute basics for talking about the weather in English. Once you can describe the basic conditions, the next step is to talk about the temperature. How does it feel outside? Let's start with hot. When the temperature is very high, we use the word hot. Another related word is warm, pleasant, and comfortable. Moving down the scale, we find the word mild. Mild weather is not extreme, not too hot and not too cold. For weather that is a little cold, we use the word chilly. For a stronger level of cold, we use the word cold. At the very bottom of the scale, we have the word freezing. This word means that the temperature is extremely cold. Understanding these different words for temperature allows you to describe how the weather truly feels. Beyond sun and rain, there are other important weather conditions. Let's start with wind. When there is a lot of wind, we describe the day as windy. On a windy day, you might see trees swaying. A gentle wind is often called a breeze. Sometimes the weather becomes stormy, involving strong winds, heavy rain or snow, and often thunder and lightning. Another condition is foggy. When it is foggy, There is a thick cloud of tiny water droplets close to the ground, which makes it very difficult to see far. A lighter version of fog is called mist. On a hot day, you might hear someone say it feels humid. Humid weather means there is a lot of water vapor in the air. The opposite of this is dry, when there is very little moisture.
Hey Michael, how are you doing today? I was just thinking about the weekend and hoping to get outside. It feels like it's been a while since we've had some really nice weather. This week has been so grey and a little bit chilly. I'm really hoping for some sunshine. Do you have any plans coming up for Saturday or Sunday? I am trying to come up with some fun ideas, but everything depends on whether the sun decides to show up. It would be a shame to waste a weekend indoors if the weather is finally good.
Hi Rachel, I'm doing great, thanks. I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm getting a little tired of this cloudy weather we've been having. It makes everything feel a bit gloomy, doesn't it? I'm really hoping to go for a long hike on Saturday. There's a beautiful trail up in the mountains that I've been wanting to explore, but it's no fun if it's rainy or too cold. My perfect weekend involves being outdoors, maybe having a picnic. What about you? Were you thinking of anything specific? Maybe a trip to the beach if it gets warm enough?
A hike sounds fantastic. I'd love to do something like that. The beach is a great idea too, but I'm not sure it will be that warm. I checked the forecast this morning and it didn't look very promising, unfortunately. It said we might get some sun, but there was also a chance of rain later in the day. It's so unpredictable at this time of year. One minute it's bright and sunny, and the next you see dark clouds rolling in. I always carry an umbrella just in case, but I'd rather not have to use it during my weekend.
Oh, that's a bit disappointing to hear. I was really hoping for a clear, sunny weekend. I guess we'll have to wait and see what the updated forecast says tomorrow. I agree, that's the problem with this season. The weather can change so quickly. Remember last weekend? It was supposed to be mild and perfect for a walk, but then it suddenly became so windy and cold in the afternoon we had to cut our walk short. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that this weekend will be different and we get lucky with the conditions for once. Looking forward to it.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll check the forecast again before we go.
Agreed. An early start gives us the best chance for good weather.
Even if it's a bit cold, we'll warm up hiking. The main thing is to stay safe and dry.
Let's be optimistic. Maybe the rain will hold off until evening.
Early is best. The air's fresh and we'll avoid the rain. I'll bring extra layers in case it's chilly.
If the morning is clear, that mountain hike you mentioned sounds great. What time were you thinking?
Good call. I hadn't heard about the storm. We should definitely plan for earlier in the day.
I'm hesitant to make plans. The forecast says it might get humid Saturday and there's a storm coming Sunday night.
And if not, we'll enjoy some art.
Fingers crossed for sun.
I'll text you Friday after checking the forecast.
I'm excited. It's good to have a plan, rain or shine.
Agreed. Either way, we'll have a great weekend.
If it's snowy, we'll cancel. Safety first.
Perfect. Hike if it's nice, museum if it's not. I'll check trail conditions too.
So early hike Saturday. I'll bring snacks and water and check the forecast Friday night. If it looks rainy, how about the new art museum as plan B?
Let's check your understanding with 5 quick questions about the conversation. Question 1. What was Rachel's main concern about the weekend weather? Too hot, too windy, or too rainy? Question 2. What activity did Michael want to do on Saturday? Swimming, picnic, or hiking? Question 3. What did the forecast predict for Sunday night? Foggy, stormy, or freezing? Question 4. What was their backup plan if the weather was bad? Movie, art museum, or visit a friend? Question 5. What did Michael say he'd do on Friday evening? Call Rachel, check trail conditions, or pack his bag? Think about your answers. Ready to see how you did? Let's review the answers. 1. Rachel was worried it would be too rainy. 2. Michael wanted to go for a hike in the mountains. 3. The forecast predicted it would be stormy Sunday night. 4. Their backup plan was to go to an art museum. 5. Michael said he'd check the trail conditions online and text Rachel Friday evening. How did you do? If you got most right, great job. Keep practicing. Reviewing helps you improve. Time to practice speaking. Repeat each sentence after me. It's a beautiful sunny day. It was sunny this morning, but it's getting cloudy now. It's really pouring outside. It's a bit chilly today, isn't it? Make sure you wear a coat. It's freezing outside. The weather is so mild and pleasant today. The forecast says it'll be sunny all week. This is perfect weather for a walk. I always carry an umbrella, just in case. Practicing these phrases will help you sound natural in conversation. Keep repeating them to build confidence.
Let's build a short conversation.
I'll be speaker B, you'll be speaker A.
Good morning. It's a bit chilly today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. The forecast said it would be cold all day.
Oh, really? I was hoping it would get warmer this afternoon.
I don't think so. Look how cloudy it is.
You're right. It does look like it's going to rain soon.
I think so too. I brought my umbrella just in case.
That's smart. I should have brought mine too.
Well, have a good day.
You too. Stay warm.
Practicing conversations like this helps you become more fluent and confident. Now that you have the vocabulary, let's talk strategy. How do you use weather to start a conversation? The easiest way is to comment on the current weather. If it's a beautiful day, say, "It's a beautiful day, isn't it?" Expressing a strong feeling also works. On a hot day, sigh and say, "Wow, I can't believe how hot it is today." Connect the weather to a shared experience. Ask, "Are you enjoying this lovely weather?" Finally, mention the forecast. Say, "I heard it's going to be sunny all weekend." This moves the topic to plans and hopes, a key part of English conversation. Starting a conversation is the first step, but knowing how to keep it going is just as important. Ask follow-up questions to show you're listening. Share brief, related personal stories to build rapport. Avoid one-word answers. Add detail to keep the conversation flowing. When ending the conversation, use a closing phrase like, "It was nice talking to you." A friendly smile and wave leaves a good impression, making future chats more likely. Before you go, stay with us. There are still some powerful tips and a quick recap coming up that you won't want to miss. And you have done an amazing job today. Let's take a moment to quickly recap everything we have learned so you can feel confident about what you have achieved. We started our journey by building a strong foundation of essential weather vocabulary. You learned the words to describe a wide range of conditions, from a beautiful, sunny day to a dark and stormy night. We also covered the important words for temperature, giving you the ability to describe if it feels hot, pleasantly mild, or absolutely freezing. This vocabulary is your core toolkit for any weather discussion. After building our word bank, we moved on to listening practice with a real English dialogue. You heard a natural conversation between me and Michael as we discussed our weekend plans and how the ever-changing weather might affect them. This exercise was designed to help you hear ESL weather expressions used in a realistic context. Following that, we tested your listening comprehension with a short quiz. This helped reinforce the key details and showed you just how much you can understand from a native English conversation. Every question you answered was a step forward in your English listening practice journey. Next, we focused on the most active part of learning English speaking practice. You had the chance to repeat useful phrases and full sentences, copying pronunciation and intonation to sound more natural. We even practiced a mini conversation together, allowing you to experience the back and forth flow of real small talk. This speaking practice is so important for building the confidence you need to use your new skills in the real world. Remember, the more you speak, the more natural and automatic it will become. You are well on your way to mastering daily English. Finally, we tied everything together with practical conversation tips for small talk. We explored simple and effective ways to start a conversation about the weather, how to ask follow-up questions to keep it going, and how to end it politely and naturally. These strategies are the secret to turning your vocabulary knowledge into successful social interactions. You now have a complete guide, from the first word to the final goodbye, for how to talk about the weather in English. You should be very proud of all the new skills you have developed in this single lesson. Congratulations on completing this comprehensive lesson on how to talk about the weather in English. Your dedication to improving your skills is truly inspiring. But remember, the learning process does not stop here. The key to fluency is consistent practice. We encourage you to take what you have learned today and use it. The next time you see a neighbor or a colleague, try starting a small conversation about the weather. Use a tag question like, "It's a bit windy today, isn't it?" and see what happens. Each small conversation is a victory for your English skills. We would absolutely love to hear from you and continue the conversation in the comments section below this video. This is a fantastic way to practice. Tell us, what is the weather like in your city or town today? You can use some of the new vocabulary you learned, such as chilly, humid, or mild. Reading comments from other learners around the world is also a great way to see how weather vocabulary is used and to connect with a global community of English students, just like you. It's a safe and supportive space to practice your writing. If you found this lesson helpful and want to continue learning with us, please consider supporting our channel. The easiest way to do that is by giving this video a like. It really helps our podcast reach more learners. And if you have not done so already, please hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. That way you will never miss a new episode filled with English listening practice, speaking tips, and useful vocabulary for daily English. We have so many more topics planned to help you on your journey to fluency. Finally, if you know someone else who is learning English and might find this lesson on weather expressions useful, please share it with them. Sharing is a wonderful way to help a friend and to help our community grow. Thank you so much for joining us today for this episode of the Learn and Talk English podcast. We are so happy you chose to spend your time with us. Keep practicing, stay curious, and we look forward to seeing you in our next lesson. Goodbye for now.